I just filmed the intro and I already went ahead and started my eyeshadow. I already went ahead and put in my transition shade, and then I realized my mic wasn't on. So let me go ahead and start over. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elvira Kondor. Today I'm just going to be creating a look using the BH Cosmetics Pro palette, and I'm going to be trying out their brushes. I haven't really tried out any of their products, but I have ordered off their website, I believe, like 3 sets of brushes and like one of these sponges, but I haven't really like tried it out myself, so I thought if I'm giving them away, I might as well see if they're any good. Also, this palette really did catch my attention. It came in this box right here. I unboxed it the first time around, but my mic was off, so I'm not about to put it back in the packaging just to reopen it. This was $24 and the brush set was $22, and I was saying how I feel like it's cheaper on the website. Like, I've been on the website before and I'm sure I've seen this, and I feel like $22 is a little overpriced for BH Cosmetics, but that's probably because they always have like 40% off deals going on. So maybe the original price is $22, but they always have it like on markdown. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but as usual, I will be linking everything down below. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check out my description and see for yourself. It might be the same price, it might be cheaper. Here are the brushes right here. I did open them earlier. Sorry, you guys missed me unboxing it, but it came with this ginormous fan brush, which I feel like would be really nice for like bronzing. This powder brush, which I did use to like dust off the powder off my eyes like after I set it, and so far it worked well. It has this angled brush and this little flat brush, which I never use these. If I ever like buy a set of brushes and it comes with it, I always put it straight into my bathroom and I use them to apply face masks. These types of brushes are really nice for that. And here are the brushes right here. Alright, so opening the palette, this is what it looks like. And this is such a beautiful universal palette. Like this, anybody can use this palette. There's so many neutrals in here to create like neutral everyday eyes, but they also have like pops of colors where you can like, you know, just add a pop of color on your lower lash line or create a completely colorful eye look. And I feel like this would be such a good palette for someone to have if you don't want like a big makeup collection. If you want just one palette where you can, you know, do so much with it, I would recommend this palette because it is so huge. Of course, let me use it first and see how well the product works. I'll let you know by the end of the video how much I really like it and if I would recommend it to you 100%. So I have no idea what I'm gonna create today, but I know if I create a neutral eye look, you guys will just punch me right through the screen. So I'm gonna create something colorful. I don't know how colorful, but what is this? What is this? I have no idea really, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for the transition shade, I used this shade and just put it all over my crease. And then I used this shade just to deepen it up a little bit, but I didn't really do that much because they are very similar in shade. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab some tape because I think I'm gonna do like a dramatic like wing. Let me see. I'm just gonna use some regular Scotch tape. I don't have any fancy tape, but what I like to do is just take off 2 pieces and then I like tape it on my hand first before I put it on my eyes. That way it's not gonna be too sticky and like pull on my skin when I take it off. And then I place it right here at the end of my eyelid and connect it to where my brow ends. Okay, so now taking the number 5 brush, I'm gonna pick up this brown shade right here. And I'm just gonna be placing this on my outer crease. So far it's not as dark as I expected. Like I could have used this as a transition shade, but it is showing up. I just thought it would be like too dark, but it's not. Now I'm just gonna pick up the tiniest amount of this shade right here and just deepen that up just a tad bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M330 brush and I'm just gonna use this to blend it all out because the BH set does not have like a oversized fluffy blender brush. This is like the only blending brush they gave us and it's pretty small and dense. I prefer like fluffy oversized brushes for blending. Okay, so now I'm going to be picking up this blue shade right here. It's like a really dark turquoisey shade. I don't really know. And I'm just going to buff this in the outer corner. And I'm going to be blending it up into the crease. Now this is the only blue matte shade they have. So this is the only option of blue I have to work with that's not shimmery. And I normally don't put like shimmers on my outer crease. So far I actually like how this blue shade is turning out. But I am taking my time with this and I'm using a really light hand because I don't want blue to explode everywhere. So just be really careful, make sure you tap off the excess and just do tiny motions. with light pressure. Okay, so now that I've got the shape that I want, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up some of that shade and just press it in to intensify the shadow. Now I'm just going back in with my Morphe brush and I'm just gonna blend the outer edges so that there's no like harsh edges. If only I put in a little more effort and like did my hair, I'm sure my makeup would look much better. I mean, my makeup would look the same, but like, and now if my hair looks good, my face looks even better. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pick up this MAC 248 and I'm gonna pick up some concealer and just cut out my crease with that. So I'm just gonna pack it on my lid first, and then I'm gonna start to cut out that crease. Okay, and I'm not gonna go out all the way, just about that much. Okay, so now that I have that concealer on, I'm just gonna use my finger and make sure that's all nice and leveled out. You don't want any patches of concealer. Now I'm going to be picking up the number 6 brush and I'm going to be picking up this blue shade right here. And I'm going to try it on without any setting spray, and then I'm going to add some on top because I always do. But keep in mind that this concealer will help this shadow press on better, so it might not be this pigmented without the concealer. That's pretty. I gotta say, I don't think this brush is the best brush for a shimmer application. Now I'm gonna pick up the shade right next to it. It's a little bit of a lighter blue, and place it in the inner third. You know what? Why not? Let's try this shade as well. That might not transition so pretty, but I do really want to test out this shade. So I'm going to pick up a smaller brush. This is the brush number 7. I swear there's like a fuzz on my nose. Every time I breathe, I like feel it. I don't really like that brush for that application. I'm going to try this brush. This is the number 11 brush. I do like this brush better. Now I'm going to pick up some of this blue shade, once again, the darkest shimmery one, and just blend it out. And I am going to spray it since I am putting it on top of powder. I want it to stick better. And I'm going to be creating kind of like a little cat eye, like a little sweep with this. With that lightest blue shade, I'm going to go ahead and spray that as well because I do feel like it can be more intense. And I do realize there's not like any gold shadows in here, and I normally like to like highlight my inner corner and my brow bone with like a gold highlight, but let's go ahead and try this white shade right here. And I'm going to pick up this little pencil brush. This is the brush number 10. And for the brow bone, I'm going to be using the brush number 8. I do feel like it can be more pigmented, so let's try spraying that. Now it looks like kind of like glittery, but that actually is really pretty. The more I'm applying, the better it's starting to look. I'm just gonna go in with this clean brush because it's the only clean brush I have. I'm gonna try to like blend that a little bit. I don't want like a harsh line. And it really doesn't seem like highlighted enough for me. Well, you know what? It's actually, it's nice. It's nice, let's leave it. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that little blendy brush and pick up a little bit more of that blue shade. I want a little more like blue above that crease. I'm sorry guys, sometimes I'm really bad at explaining things. I'm also not really in a talkative mood right now, so I'm sorry if I'm like too quiet. I might not be too entertaining at the moment. That just started to look a little choppy. It might be because the brush is wet and I went in with that matte blue shade. That might be why it's looking a little bit like, you know, not blended. See that right there? I'm having like a really hard time blending that out now. I'm gonna go back in with that brown shade and try to blend it with that. I feel like now all my highlight just dusted away. I'm going back in with my transition shade and trying to blend that out and add some more warmth to my eyes. Okay, so I feel like by this point my highlight just completely dusted off. So I'm just gonna use my own highlight. I'm gonna use my Emreezy highlight to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. Okay, now for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna pick up a Morphe M506 and I'm gonna pick up this transition shade again and I'm just gonna mix it with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off actually. There's a fly in my room. Can you please leave and then die? Okay, there's a little bit of fallout right there and I don't think I can dust that away. Let's use this big paddle brush and see what we can do. Okay, that came off pretty easily actually. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that transition shade under our lash line. Okay, this fly, I swear it's probably all the lights in my room that's attracting them. Okay, now I wanted to do something a little more fun and I'm gonna pick up this purple shade right here and smoke it on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is the number 9 brush. It's just a flat brush. I'm gonna go ahead and place this in my lower lash line. Okay, so as of the brushes, they're not my favorite. I feel like this brush is too stiff to do that. Maybe I can use the pencil brush. Let me try that because it is softer, I think. Let's just try it. I just feel like these brushes, I mean, they're nice and like size and like the shape of them, they're just a little too stiff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a different brush because I don't like it. This is the Sonia Cash Look brush, and this is the Petite Smudge brush. And there's way less fallout in the pan when I'm using like softer brushes, because with these like harder brushes, like when you go in to pick up the shadow, it like breaks it up more. This is applying much better. I feel like a little mermaid now. And my nails also purple, and also they look hideous, so don't mind them. Okay, the fly is back. Get out! Now, all right, so now I don't know if this is gonna ruin the look or not, but I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. It's the one right next to the purple. It's like a really, really deep purple shade with sparkles in it. So I'm kind of afraid it's not gonna look purple, but I'm just gonna place it right here on the outer part of my eye. I'm gonna spray that as well. And I'm just gonna take a brush and try to blend that nicely. This is a Zoeva 224 brush. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of that up and try to like blend it right here so that it's not like such a harsh edge. Now I'm gonna go back in with that purple shade, that like bright purple shade, and I'm gonna spray it as well and see if I can intensify it anymore. I don't normally like spray shadows when I'm using mattes, but let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't like really make it any more like bright or vivid. Like you can definitely see the purple, but it doesn't look as like bright as that shade, you know? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply a winged liner and some lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and applied some lashes and some bottom and top mascara. Now for the waterline, I'm debating between nude and purple. Let's try purple. If we don't like it, we'll do nude. I feel like the purple doesn't really like do anything because there's already purple down there. I'm just gonna add some black liner to my waterline and tight line. And this is the Bobbi Brown Perfectly Defined Gel Eyeliner. Okay, so also I would like to mention that there is like some blue fallout over here, and you can see it kind of like just blended in with like my skin. So that's a problem. I might have to go over with some foundation, even though I have already like set with powder and everything, but powder's not gonna fix that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of foundation. So I would just have to say be careful when using this palette. For next time, now that I know, I would bake underneath and let it sit there while I do my eyes. That way I could just like dust it off afterwards. But for the most part, I do like this palette. I think it performed pretty well. I would have to say it is worth the price considering how many shades you get. And you know, I had a lot of fun creating colorful looks with it as well. So let's go ahead and finish off the face. Since I did add some foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye. And I'm just gonna use this brush. You know what? Actually, this would be a good brush for blush, which I might use it for blush too. Okay, I feel like a little cake face now since I have 2 layers of foundation and powder and all that craziness. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush number 1 to bronze, and I think today I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is the shimmer one. Oh, the fly is back. I feel like this would be nicer if it was just like a little bit more like, not so like wide, you know? But it's still working beautifully. Definitely wouldn't be able to contour with this. Don't do that. It's really easy to get the whole neck. I mean, look at that. It just looks like a butterfly going. You know what? This brush would be really nice for contouring and blush. But I think I'm going to use it for contouring. And I'll use the fluffier brush for blush. Alright, so I'm going to use my Kat Von D and Shade Light palette. This is the contouring palette. And I'm just going to mix these 2 shades right here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a contour. Let's snatch that nose. I'm just gonna pinch the brush and try to do a little bit of the nose. Get out! That fly is driving me crazy. I'm just gonna go back in with that big brush and make sure it's all blended. I'm gonna be using the Milani blush in the shade 11, Blossom Time Rose. And I'm just gonna use this big brush. This is brush number 2. That's beautiful, and it has like a slight shimmer to it. So gorgeous. Now for highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Amrezy. Oh yeah, this look would have not been complete without this highlight. Now I'm just going to take like a small eyeshadow brush and just contour a little bit more today. And I'm actually going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because it's like such a light bronzer. I feel like that would suit my nose very well. Oh my goodness. I think I have Chipotle in the fridge. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I completely forgot. Unless I ate it, I don't remember. Now I'm gonna go back in that Shade and Light palette and pick up this yellow shade right here. I have not contoured like this in quite a while. I'm gonna pick up my beauty blender and just clean up the sides. I'm actually gonna mix these two shades. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my MAC lip liner in the shade Cultured, and I'm just gonna line my lips. Now I'm gonna be taking the NYX liquid lipstick in the shade 3. Now I'm going to be taking the NYX liquid lipstick in the shade 11, and I'm just going to add the smallest amount to the center of my lips and just blend that out. Alright guys, I think we are done. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Maybelline Wear Boosting Setting Spray. This is really similar to the L'Oreal, I feel like. It's literally the same packaging even. Okay guys, and that is all for this look. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, click the bell notification button to get notified every time I post a video. Overall guys, I did enjoy every product I used. I had a lot of fun creating this makeup look, and I feel like I haven't done something like this in a while. Like I haven't created something colorful in quite a while. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to follow me on all my socials. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Now I'm gonna go in with what? Oh, shit. Ah! Oh my god. There's a fly in this room. Can you get out? Kitty, please catch it. Come on, there's 2 of you in here. So this is the only oh, my boob itches. What is this? Why? Why? Oh, look at that. Stay down. I'm just hiding all the mess behind my hair. If you guys really knew what it looked like behind this head, let me show you. I just threw a brush. My eye.